Favorite tech of the year. Number 1, Sony f1.8 20mm lens. Number 2, DJI Mic 2. Number 3, CapCut. Number 4, M4 iPad Pro 13-inch. Number 5, Teza app. Number 6, Letterbox app. Number 7, Goodreads app. Number 8, Velvet Caviar phone cases. Number 9, Camp Snap camera. And number 10, Beats Fit Pro. I'm just messing with y'all, but like, could you imagine? I mean, it's very efficient. You didn't have to sit through anything. But no, I'm gonna take you through every single one of my favorite pieces of technology of the year, starting with the Sony f1.8 20mm lens. I used to be a kit lens girl through and through. I was like, why would I spend thousands on a camera and then turn around to spend thousands on a lens? But camera should be good with the lens that it came with. And I still think the camera should be good with the lens that it came with, and it is, but once you stop using that kit lens and you pick out a lens that's like perfect for your situation, your video, photo, whatever you're making quality is going to skyrocket. Like just the video quality alone is gonna make people wanna watch your video. And people say like, oh, it doesn't matter if it's 4K, if it's like, no, it does. It catches your attention when somebody is video quality is way higher than what you're used to seeing. Do you ever see those TikTok comments that are like, oh my gosh, did you film that with your eyeballs? Like, it just looks so much different, so much better. I'm filming with it right now. And if you compare it to like an old video, you can 100% tell the difference. So I chose an f1.8 aperture, which means this lens lets in a lot of light. So it performs better in a low light situation and performs amazing in great lighting. And then I also picked out the 20mm because I wanted a really wide shot, because I wanted to be able to use this camera for vlogging or use this lens for vlogging. There's actually an even wider one, an 11mm, which I do want, but I like it to be a little compact, and so 20 with 1.8 aperture was the perfect combination of a smaller lens with super high quality. So yes, if you are on the fence, go ahead and get you a lens that's not the kit lens. Pick out what you need, switch it up. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. And I will say, I think the Sony lens is worth it. I don't have any of like the Tamarind or whatever the other brands that people use. I personally wanted Sony, so I bought Sony. Next up is the DJI Mic 2, which I'm actually using to record right now. That's this white mic that's on my lapel of my cardigan. If I get really close to it, you can see how crispy the audio is. I love to use it like you know how you see people on TikTok, like they're holding it like this, but I wasn't gonna do that for this whole video, but I think even putting it here, you still get great sound quality. So the one I'm wearing is the white version, and then I also have this black version, which unfortunately you can't buy these together as a set, and you can't buy 2 white ones. So I did have to buy these separately. It just feels stupid. Y'all didn't need to know that. Anyways, my favorite thing about this is the ease of use. I can plug this mic directly into my iPhone after I'm done recording. Wait, let me show y'all. I can plug it directly into my iPhone using this socket and a little cable after I'm finished recording, and I can take the audio file from it and use it in my video. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Of course, you can also connect it to your PC or whatever, but the fact that you can easily connect it to your phone is amazing. You can use this to as a microphone for your phone. I've never used it like that, but if you are a starting creator and you're still fully iPhone, you can do that. And you can record directly on the device. You don't need a transmitter or anything like that, even though you can also buy the transmitter. And they sell an adapter so that it does work with Sony. Like, they've thought of it all. DJI is constantly raising the bar. They're amazing. I love this brand. They're getting a lot of publicity because of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, but do not sleep on these mics. And I mean, this mic by itself is $100. People shy away from that. You will see the difference between this DJI mic and an Amazon mic, I'm telling you. The next thing I want to talk to y'all about is CapCut. So I was a CapCut hater when the app first came out, and I gave it a try. I just didn't like it. I didn't understand why I would edit my TikToks in any app that wasn't TikTok, because TikTok was so great for editing. But then a few months later, I think TikTok like forced me to go to CapCut for something, and I was like, oh, fine, let me try this. And honestly, that time they had made so many updates to the app. There was so much stuff that you could do in CapCut CapCut just has the perfect amount of features and features that are actually super useful, super helpful, and expedite your editing time. Like, it's hard for me not to recommend CapCut as an editing app. And I think the best part is that they have desktop and mobile app version. That's the hard piece. People will recommend other apps. I've tried other photo editing apps for my phone. I don't love them. And additionally, they do not have as many features as CapCut. Like the auto caption generation, all the different fonts, sound effects, transitions, stickers, all that kind of stuff that CapCut has. If you are a template person, they have plenty of templates. I like to say, think of CapCut as Canva for video, which Canva does have their own video editor now, so CapCut might have some competition. But I'm CapCut as it is. I edit all my short form for the most part on CapCut. I have tried some long form, but the export is a little bit slow on CapCut. So for a long form video, I still prefer Final Cut Pro, but we'll see. The more I use it, maybe I'll start to prefer CapCut. But overall, I think you should get CapCut if you use it a lot, like more than just for fun, like you're a creator. It's definitely worth the $10 a month. I know it sucks to have to pay for one more subscription, but one that can expedite your editing process and really add value to your page as creator is worth the $10. This is the one that I will say is actually worth it. There's no software on the market that you can get for that price and that value. Next up, we have, I would call this one of my grails, one of my holy grails, the iPad Pro M4 13-inch. Look at this. It's as big as my head. It's huge. It's gigantic. I want to start off with the obvious, which is it's great to watch TV on these. I take my iPad with me when I travel, and while I'm getting ready, I will watch stuff on my iPad, and this is such a different experience from my 2018 iPad Pro. So I upgraded this year to this one from a 2018. So a huge jump in screen quality because this one is OLED. Obviously the size makes a huge difference. I like to draw and Procreate a lot on my iPad. So that has just been a great experience on this M4 iPad Pro. And of course, we were promised some pretty nice Apple Intelligence. Still waiting on the fully functional and useful version of Apple Intelligence, but I have hope. But that was my biggest reason for upgrading, was that there was finally some things added to the iPad that with my 2018 I just couldn't do anymore. So I upgraded to this and I'm so glad I did. Also, I mean, of course I have to comment on the, hold on. I have to comment on the thinness of it. Oh, that's my Apple Pencil. Yes, the Apple Pencil is thicker than the iPad is, which is a little annoying, but that's why I keep my iPad in this case, because it has a flap for the pencil and I don't have to worry about losing it when I'm not using the iPad. All right, the next piece of technology I want to talk about is another app, the Tezza app. Now, this is a photo editing app. I tried out so many different photo editing apps this year. It's ridiculous. Anything that people were saying like, oh, this is so good, I love this, I edit all my photos in it, I tried it out. There's a lot of them. My big thing was something free, because photo editing apps have been a thing forever. So there's a lot of good free ones out there. And once I downloaded them, I realized that's actually not the case. A lot of the apps that are actually free are terrible. No. The apps that are free but have in-app purchases to unlock more features, those are good, but then you have to pay to unlock more features. So it's like, you're just not a free app. Like, I would have rather just paid for the app. My issue with every single app is that most of them have a monthly fee, not just a one-time fee. That's a conversation for a different video. The Tezza app falls into that last category, where they have a lot of free things that you can do, but you do have to pay a monthly fee if you want every single feature. Now, my biggest reason for not paying for these apps is because I need to find out what I like before I can just start paying you, before I make you a bill, right? And the Tezza app was the only one that allowed me to try out enough of their features to actually decide if I enjoyed using the app. Now that I've been using the app for I want to say 5 months, it's really helped me get my feed in order and have it all kind of one aesthetic. I don't think my feed will ever just match and all be one color like a lot of people can do, but I think the vibe of my photos has been really close to the same for each post. And it really makes it simple. Of course, I can make my own presets and, just go in and edit as I need to. But have I taken the time to do that in the years and years that I've been posting on Instagram? No, probably not going to happen anytime soon. So I am simply probably gonna start paying for the app, but if not, I'll just keep using the free version because it's that good. The next two things are also apps, and I'll kind of put them together. I've gotten really into like tracking my media consumption, so the books that I'm reading and the movies that I'm watching, and I wouldn't mind tracking the TV shows as well, or if we got one for YouTube. But all that being said, I've really enjoyed using Letterboxd and Goodreads this year. So Letterboxd is for movies. You can go in, log when you watch a movie, rate it, and leave a review for it. It is very fun to pretend to be a film critic and act like I really know what I'm talking about. You know, you got to use the word film instead of movie. You've got to mention the actors, and you've got to mention something about camera work. Like, that is the fun of being on Letterboxd. I don't really watch that many movies, actually. I maybe watch 2 movies a month, so that makes it more fun. I just log in, get to do a little review, and I log back out. If you want to follow me on Letterboxd, I am Measy on Film on there. The other app that I was talking about, Goodreads, is great for tracking books. It's also good for discovering books. I think Letterboxd and Goodreads have that in common, actually. I just don't care to really discover movies. But you can discover new books that are in a specific genre. You can also see like how many stars it has and read the reviews. Goodreads is also linked to Amazon. Amazon owns it. I will say that Goodreads looks very old. The UI is very outdated. It's not very user-friendly, especially if you are using it on desktop. It's low-key a nightmare, but it's okay. I use her, it's fine. I just hope that the developers just give us a lot more, because Goodreads, the actual app itself, leaves a lot to be desired, but as far as tracking your books, it is the easiest place to do it. And it's nice because you can connect it to your Kindle, and it will keep track of your progress in reading based on where you are on your Kindle. And then you can also, as soon as you finish a book on your Kindle, you can rate it on Goodreads, so you don't even have to worry about forgetting to do that. Are you about to walk by me? The next thing that I want to talk to y'all about is phone cases. This year, I was also on the hunt for a cute little phone case, and I found the brand called Velvet Caviar. They had the cutest ones to me. Not only are their cases cute, but they're protective. They all have at least 8-foot drop detection, which I think is standard, but what's not standard is for them to actually be super cute while being protective. They have cool designs, they have unique designs. It's not just like basic patterns, which I find a lot of brands have. These are super cute. You might say like, why aren't you using one? It's because I needed to show it to you in the video, so duh. So yes, I love those. They are a little bit pricey, but they do often do sales, and the best sales that they do are their BOGO sales, buy one, get one free, and that's typically when I purchase, which is why I have 4 of them. I know you already spent $1,000-something on a phone, so why is $40 a problem? Well, it's because a bad bitch like me would like multiple cases. Like, even this is me holding back. I'm probably gonna order some more because it's Black Friday as we speak, and they're having a BOGO sale right now. So if I could, I would change my case every time I change my outfit if I have a case that matches. So that's just the kind of person I am. I wouldn't call this a holy grail, but this is amazing. This is a Camp Snap camera. Allegedly, this camera was created for kids that go to summer camp that aren't allowed to have any type of digital devices, but they still want to be able to take pictures of their friends and of nature. This is a Camp Snap camera, so it is a digital disposable camera. This camera has no screen on the back. All it does is tell you how many photos you've taken. All she does is tell you how many photos you've taken. You can see I've taken 133 in the time that I've had this. It is a little slow on the shutter, but I also love that it makes this little sound. Let me see. When you take a picture, did you hear that? Oh. Did you hear that? The little kick. Yeah, makes a little noise. It does have a flash. If I cover my face, there we go. It does have this flash. You can set it to auto, off, or on. But it's very simple. It is very intentional. And I feel like with the rise of digicam, something like this is nice. the quality is 8 megapixels, okay? So it's gonna give you that disposable camera look. It's not gonna be super crispy, super clear, unless the lighting is absolutely perfect. It makes you stop, right? Look through the viewfinder and see the picture that you're taking. It's really lightweight, so it's not gonna weigh you down as you're walking around, and it's durable. It's fully made out of plastic, so it doesn't feel like luxury or anything. But all that being said, digicams are super popular right now. All those digital cameras from the late 90s, early 2000s are being sold on eBay for basically the same price that they sold when they came out. As somebody who was there, it's hard for me to pay that price. Thankfully, I do have a digicam from back then, and I use it sometimes. I do really like it, but I get nervous to take it to certain places because if it breaks, that's it, and I have to go buy like another one off eBay from a scalper. Versus with this Camp Snap camera, it costs $65. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to break this either. But if I did, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Additionally, remember how I said like, oh, you're really intentional when you take pictures with this? Another feature is that you're not going to see these photos until you get home. Because the only way to get access is to have a USB-C cable and plug it into your laptop, or, I mean, you can plug it into your phone. But most of the time, if I'm carrying this, I'm not really carrying around a cable, but I'm also not worried about it because that's part of the fun is waiting to see what the pictures look like when you get home. So yes, I love this Camp Snap camera. It's $65. Do I think that's, I think it's a little pricey, but you can't really get anything like this. And like I said, if you try to buy a Digicam, you're gonna spend upwards of $150 and you're not gonna know if it works. You're not gonna be able to find the batteries for it. You're not gonna be able to have all the, like, you can have the accessories for this. It charges by USB-C, simple. The charge lasts for a really long time. I love this camera, okay? And when I take it out, I know I'm gonna get some very artsy, cool girl photos with this camera. Last but not least, I have my Beats Studio Pros. This is the Kim Kardashian edition, so they come in this nice brown color. These are just very small in general, like no matter what color you buy, but they're almost undetectable in my ear because they match my skin tone really well. And so I love that when I'm wearing these, people don't know that I'm walking around with headphones because I also have AirPods. I have AirPods, what are they called? AirPods Pro Max, and I also have Beat Studio Pros, and I love both of those in different situations, but I feel like they bring a lot of attention if I'm going through the grocery store or something. I don't really need people like knowing that I have headphones on. I also feel like in public, it's kind of dangerous as a woman to walk around with headphones on and have people think that you are not paying attention because they will try to kidnap you. So I don't think that's an irrational fear either. So in certain situations, I like to take the Beat Studio Pros. They're easy to throw in a tiny little bag. They're easy to fit in a front pocket, a woman's front pocket to be specific. And they're just really nice. They connect to your iPhone super easily, even if you need to connect them to like your Windows PC or an Android phone or anything like that. They actually have the auto connection to Android as well before a PC. You have to do that Bluetooth so you can connect them to anything that has Bluetooth. They're just really nice headphones to have in general, and I really enjoy having them and using them. Also, they're great for working out because you can get super sweaty and nothing's gonna happen to them. They're made for people to be in the gym. That's why they're called the Beats Fit Pro, right? Okay, so those are my favorite things of the year. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.